Okay, where are we and what are we doing? Well, just spawned in as new spawn. Yay, I got bugger all. 6.3 has gone to experimental. I did promise some early gameplay, rather than me just recording a little bit of something right at the very end. So it's a fortuitous spawn point. I've come right in next to some water. So what's been happening? Been playing a little bit. Lost my character a couple of times because server restarts, you don't seem to keep your character. So this is 0.63 on the experimental rather than the test servers, which were very crashy. Just been killed. Didn't like that. But hey, I wasn't going to fist fight a guy with an AK. I went down to the ship. The shipwreck pretty much always has at least one AK on it if you're there first after a server restart. So let's get ourselves a belly full of water and start playing. See what we can find. Let's slurp my coffee. No, I won't. Coffee's empty. Booger. So we're clearly on the... ooh, that's the island. So we are currently heading west then. See what we can find in here. I have no kit. If I come across any zombies, I'm going to be fist fighting them, which is never good. It's not big and it's not clever to fist fight zombies, but hey, it's what you got to do. Is what you got to do. Yeah, let's see what happens. Ooh, is this a hardcore server? Can't go third person, which is cool because I don't normally go third person. See my first zombie over there. Let's try not to draw attention to myself. At least the weather conditions are slightly better now than they were on the last server I was on. Well, last time I was playing. Now, are we going to find ourselves a nice hatchet or something? Nope. What are we going to find? Oh, bugger off. I'm not into fighting the zombies with my fists. And it looks like there's a good few in this village. Come on, I just want a hatchet. Got in someone's jeans. Nope. Multiple bloody zombies. Right, where are we? How far has he gone? Has he gone out that window? An apple would be nice. Something to eat. I bet you as this is a main spawn area, it's been completely looted. Ooh, maybe not. The door's actually closed. I'm sure that door used to open out. Ah, I don't know what the heck that was for a second. I've not seen one in this building before. Ooh. Keep on getting messages about insurgency. Ah, another player. Well, hopefully they're as fresh spawn as I am. Insurgency Sandstorm is coming soon. When I'm not playing DayZ, I'm playing games like Insurgency. My friends and I, the clan we're in, we're playing, well, we're scratching around looking for something decent to play because we were playing Battlefield, and Battlefield 1 came out, and it took us about 3 months to realise that it was a bit poo. I didn't like it very much. So we've been scratching around for something to play as a group. We've been playing a lot of Siege. You know, Rainbow Six Siege. Cool game. But we're sort of looking forward for something new. Now, Battlefield V, or whatever they're calling it, is it Battlefield 5 or is it V for Victory? Who knows? It's going to be hellishly expensive, with no guarantee that it's going to be any good. Where New World Interactive, the people who make Insurgency, have a track record of producing really good games. Insurgency was good. Was a PlayStation. Ooh, a dead zombie. Someone had some fun here. Ooh, is that a dead zombie? No, it's not a dead zombie. You're a zombie though, aren't you? Sorry, furiously hitting the buttons. And I'm bleeding, so... Sorry, what was I saying? Yes, Insurgency, and Insurgency Sandstorm, which comes out in September. I have pre-ordered it. I don't normally pre-order games. Ooh, infected, have a drink on that. Thank you, love. I'll have that. And this looks like another player. I thought it was a zombie, but no, it was a player. I guess she killed him. It's what she was inside the building. Sorry, mate, I am going to loot you. Don't need that. Yeah. That's a player running down the road there, being chased by zombies. Take ourselves to the police station. But, yeah, Insurgency Sandstorm looks really good. So, I'll be playing a fair bit of that. I'm hoping that the rest of the guys in the clan all like it, and possibly we'll pick up a server for it. Sorry this is going to be so dark, because of course we're playing at night. I can't really help that at the moment. Z. Let's try and go this way. I mean, there's plenty of light for me to play, but... Oh, there's a player. Hi there, friendly! They're going to come out of there with a gun, and they're going to kill me. So... maybe not. At least until I actually get a bloody melee weapon. Would be good, wouldn't it? So pretty much guaranteed there's not going to be any stuff in there of any note on the grounds that they're going to have all the good stuff. I normally do better than this, but these servers are so very full. It sort of puts me off my red. Bloody hell. Piss off. Here we go. Come here. Come here, little crap. Tap, 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 tap. Thank you. Didn't even have anything on it. Didn't knock me though, which was good. Don't like having to fist fight zombies. It's well, I don't like fighting zombies at all, to be for that matter. So we've seen several players so far, or at least 2, possibly 3 players. I'm going up this way. There isn't actually much up in this direction, I don't think. Really sort of need to go along the coast a little more, but I need something to open the tins of food I've got in my pockets. course, searching too quickly means you're likely to miss a tin opener. A flashlight? No. It's a nice way of bringing attention to yourself. And it's not like you can't see where you're going and what you're doing in the dark. Not like... Wait, open. Thank you. There are still a lot of people who played this game as if they were playing PUBG, or how they used to play the game in the old days. But you meet a few friendly players. I'll take you what I'm going to do with the damn thing. But at the moment, current state of the build is not that much changed when it comes to actual feature set of the game compared to how it was only a short while ago. My last video. So there's you don't get sick, you don't get cold or hot. Obviously you can suffer from dehydration and lack of food, but because you don't get sick you can drink any water source. So you don't have to worry about purification tablets and drinking from ponds. You don't have to worry about drinking directly from ponds. Forgot hoodie and a wool coat. No. Still wish you could go up there. I mean, it's nice that you can actually go into these buildings now. Zombie. We'll do without another zombie attack. Thank you very much. There's two back there. Quick little scan through some of these outbuildings, see if I can find an axe or something. I really want something to be able to defend myself against zombies that doesn't involve using their fists. Wait, get around the corner. No. That's another player. See, other players all over. Do I really want to run the south coast or should I go up into the hills? Is there a little bit of water along here? Could run the coast and go for boats. Boats are normally pretty good. Just got a little bit of distance from that other chap. Don't like sprinting, unless you're actually using it to get away from zombies. You appear to be able to go up slopes with no speed drop. Straight on up. It's like being turbocharged or something. So again, another feature that's missing. Going up and down slopes seems to has zero penalty. Oh, should be a bum around. So yeah, you can go up and down slopes, no bother. It's not an issue. Hopefully those other players are not going inland. I drank enough water right at the beginning not to be concerned too much, and I've had a couple of drinks in this play session. No, it's hard to tell. But let's get away from the people, because the people are nasty. You can accept the zombies are nasty, but people don't have to be nasty. But hey, that's part of the gameplay. People, because the game has always been so open, it's open to people to make their own gameplay out of it. And if you're going to give them guns, they are going to kill people. Even if you do make the guns hard to get. People have been complaining that there isn't enough food and you die too quickly from water loss. I'm not sure if these are people who played the original games or quite what, because I don't have much of an issue when it comes to starving to death or not having enough water to drink. You know, there are times when you want to, how should I put this, you want to, you know, you're conscious that your character needs a drink fairly soon, but See if, so that's the big valley with those houses where I know there isn't much. I'm going to get up and over this and see what I can find. But yes, you can, if you didn't want to go into using the testing branch, there is now something like 50 servers around the world running experimental. It seems to be a lot more stable than when it was in stress testing. And yeah, I'm sure as things progress they will add more of the regular features back into the game. So we'll have getting hot, getting cold, poisoning. We need some more of the crafting back. Because at the moment crafting is very limited. Stick and dragging a thingy. I managed to give up smoking, of those of you who used to watch my videos of old. Haven't given up the nicotine though. Don't seem to be able to give up nicotine. I started smoking when I was 11 years old, so yeah. I'm still addicted to nicotine, I just don't put burning leaves in my mouth anymore. But yeah, this is just me running through a wood at night. There's not much for you to see. I think I've said what I needed to say. You can now get the 0.63 experience on testing, or experimental should I say. So if you own DayZ and you want to give it a go, have a look. Ooh, sometimes you find things up there. I'll have to go up and have a look. So again, yes, sometimes, how do I get into this one? So I think we'll go up to the top and then leave there. A NIF. Hey, I can, of course, I'm remembering my previous character that didn't have bugger all in his pockets. I was half expecting to find a couple of cans of food in there. That's the last one that died. Come on. Oh, it's the other side. Idiot. No, it is this side. Thank you. Let's go up to this. We'll climb into the stars. And see if there's anything up here. In the past, I have, on experimental, I have found weapons. You know, the police type weapon, so things like Makarovs and the 45 and things like that. So, I have to exit that. Thank you, without killing me. Enter ladder. I still don't trust this game when it comes to heights. There's a chuffing great big radio tower up in the north that is ludicrously tall. That's enough to give you vertigo. Anything here? Wait, right behind you. Is there anything at the top? Yes. Oh, I've got to put it into my hands. I've got to run out of pockets. Oh, jeepers. You can go there. No. You can go there. I'm going to find a Makarov at darn sight sooner than I find one of those. Do I need all of this? So let's put this down. Put that into the hands. Ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. That's now empty. That can go there. That can go there. Yay! I picked stuff up and put it down. So this looks like these place things. This business of me not being able to see the stars, or at least recognise any of the star systems. If that's the south coast, which I believe it to be, that should be north. Can anyone see the plough? You know, the Big Dipper, the, what's it called? Ursula Major, so that we can find out where the North Star is. And while we're about it, can anyone recognise any star constellation? Because I can't. And something that's been true of Armour since, well, I first noticed in Armour 1 was that the stars were in the right place. It was attention to detail, like the stars were in the right place. The clock tower showed the correct... You're having a giraffe. I'm getting kicked out of the server now, halfway up here. And I am. Well, if there was ever a time to say goodbye, now's it. They do seem to be restarting these servers quite a lot. So at that point, I will bid you adieu. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. More sporadic videos to come. I'm not going back to doing the like 4-hour long or 3-hour long videos of me just chuntering on. I'll try to have a purpose each time I do it, or at least try and show you something different. But again, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and now we're going to try and remember which button combination stops the recording.